I think if I had to start over my real estate investing journey, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't have the knowledge that I have now, yada, yada, right? But I would start in mobile homes, right? If I knew what I knew now. Of course, that wouldn't happen, but I would start with mobile homes. And here's why. It's like most landlords will go spend $200,000-$300,000 to make $1,000 to $1,500 in rent a month. All right, keep that number in your mind. All right, and now I'll go spend $15,000 to $25,000. When I say $25,000, that's all in, move, hook up, everything. So I'll go spend like 15 grand, but let's call it 25 because my rule is 25,000 all in for every $1,000 a month. All right, so I can go spend $25,000 all in to make $1,000 a month when people are going and spending $200,000 to $300,000 on houses that don't cash flow, right? They say they're cash flowing, but when you look at the bottom line after everything, they don't cash flow. Maybe $100 a month. That's insanity to me. And I didn't know that starting out, and a lot of people don't, and we're not told that. But there are advantages of buying houses, right? You get depreciation. You sit on them long enough, you get appreciation. Depreciation is whenever you can offset taxes with, the depreciation of the house. Give their CPA talk about it. I'm not going to get into that here. I'm not a CPA. This isn't that kind of advice. Appreciation means it gains value every year. So, in that sense, if you bought a house and sat on it, you make some money down the road. Now, let's look at mobile homes, for example. All right. They don't appreciate generally. You buy them for cheap. Most people pass them up. It's kind of frowned upon, right? To go buy a mobile home. It's getting a little more sexy these days. People are starting to wisen up. But you buy them for cheap. So $25,000 all in. You get $1,000 a month and you have zero maintenance. Okay? So most of that's going towards your bottom line because you don't have maintenance. You sell them on a rent to own. You sell them on a note, however you do it. All right. So the only thing is they don't appreciate. However, when you own a lot of mobile homes in a park, like say you own a mobile home park, at that point, that will gain value like crazy. All right. Most people pass up on this. And if I had to start all over again, and here's the reason why, is if you've ever bought a rental property and tried to get a loan at a bank, you went through like a ton of freaking hurdles, right? Like they wanted this, that, the other underwriter wants this, la da 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 da. Weeks later, you might get the loan, or months later, or whatever it is. And then you got this fat ass mortgage payment, right? Then you got the tenants wanting you to do crap. And then you're left over with this small amount of money, and you're supposed to hang on to it, this house, for 10 to 15 to 20 years. And then you could cash out. You make a lot of money. I want to make cash now. I got into real estate to make money. And I think, this is me assuming, most people get into real estate to make money. So how can you make great cash flow now and appreciation and gain value and equity and all this stuff? Well, buy mobile homes for cash flow. Own the parks for the appreciation, equity, and value build that you can build your net worth with parks. But we're talking mobile homes here. So that's like the biggest thing people say. They're like, well, they don't appreciate. It's like, yeah, you're right. But you cash flow out the ass. Like, would you rather go through that process and get a $200,000 or $300,000 loan, actually cash flow, break even or lose a little money for 10 years, and then get to pull out? Let's just say you did really well and it appreciated $100,000. That's fantastic. Okay, great. Let's even say 5 years. Like you crushed, right? You bought right. You crushed. The market took off. You crushed. 5 years, you make 100 G's. Well, here's the flip side. I'll go buy, for the same amount of income, I'll go buy a mobile home for $25,000, right? Like 8 to 10 times less, okay? And I'll cash flow, like I'll literally get $1,000 a month, right? Rent to own or a note. So I'll cash flow $1,000 a month. Okay, let's even call it half to be like whatever. Like crap popped up every month, even though it's on a note, right? But let's just say, like, I just want to, like, devil's advocate here. Say it was $500 a month, right? Like, that's 5 times the cash flow. You know what I mean? Even though it's 10 times the cash flow, in my opinion, with little headache. And here's the cool thing that a lot of people don't think about is you don't have to go through bank loan process. Of course, you need the cash to be able to buy this stuff, but you can get investors. You can get people that you pay interest to. Like, hey, I'll pay you 8 to 10% interest for a $50,000 note, and you go buy you 2 of these that make $2,000 a month and pay them their interest. No money out of your pocket, right? And they get their interest. Everybody freaking wins. This is why I'm so bullish on mobile homes. All right, and if somebody doesn't have the cash or the investors, the capital, the track record, wholesale. Yeah, you'll make $1 to $3 grand a pop wholesaling mobile homes, a lot less than wholesaling houses. But build up your stack. Go wholesale like 15 of them, build it up, and then be like, hey, I'm gonna buy a couple, and then cash flow, right? You like, it's like such a freaking, I want to call it a hidden hack, but it's not hidden. It's just people like it's not talked about as much. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it opened your eyes up to mobile home investing. And by the way, whenever I'm buying mobile homes, I used to fix them up a lot, but I buy them as is. They need to be livable as is, and then we'll make them pretty. But I don't want soft spots in the floors. I don't want any major anything. Like, it better be some lipstick if I'm buying it. That's it. So I'm looking at all the major stuff. And I think that's how you win with these. And I'm a big proponent of, I don't like selling, just buying them and selling them or flipping them. I like buying them, holding them, rent to own. I don't have maintenance. I get cash flow every month. Like, the cash flow I'm building right now, buying tiny homes and mobile homes, is insane. And I'm building this every single month. Highly encourage looking into it. My name's Travis Wells. This is the Property Profits Podcast. Thank you so much for jumping on. Refer this to a friend, a family member. I'm having in about 4 weeks, 3.5 now, I'm starting my mobile home. Get your first mobile home park course. I also teach mobile home wholesaling. Reach out on, you can DM me on Facebook. I answer that. Follow us on socials. Subscribe to whatever you're listening to. And thank you so much. Appreciate the heck out of y'all.